My name is M. Richa Mashya. My register number is URK17CS176. Today we are going to see experiment number 9, that is working with Angular JS directives. So the first program is to design a simple calculator that can add, subtract and multiply or divide depending upon the input from the user using Angular JS. So here in AngularJS, we have already got this file. We have already included this angular.min.js into this. We have already got this file. And then in the filler, first is we are going to do, we are going to get it. So here we are going to use a script tag, and source is angular.min.js, and the type is JavaScript, text or JavaScript file. And then in the body we are going to give div ng.app, so it will act this one as an app, a particular small part. This division will behave like a small app. Ng controller is my controller, so we are giving this as a control. So this ng controller controls, so therefore we will give a controller name. And then in the field set we are giving simple calculator, and using HTML we are getting the number 1 and number 2. In each of this we are going to give ng model. So ng model is the name that we are going to give, say num1 and num2. And here in the button each thing we will give ng click. So on clicking this, what should be called? So ng add, subtract, multiply and division. The result we are going to, the result is in two brackets we are going to put this res. So in the script tag, for this we are going to put the where app is equals to angular.module. In this module we are going to give my app and a box bracket, and then we say in this app.controller, who's the controller? It is the my control, comma function of scope. So where is the scope? So scope is the res. So scope is, we are going to give the res variable as scope, and using this scope variable we are going to access each of the functions. So this scope is dot add. So this is add function. So therefore we will create equal to function of scope dot res is equals to pass dot int scope dot num1 plus pass int of scope dot num2. Like this we will give for add, subtract, multiply and division. So let's see the output of this program. So here if we give 2 and 2, add it will add, subtract it will subtract, multiply and it will divide also. Let's see the second question. Second question is to design a dynamic to-do list to organize and prioritize your tasks using AngularJS. So also add a delete button at the right side of the list item. So using a span element to stimulate a button, and add a function to handle the function of the delete. So when you add something, it should get added, and when you click this delete button, it should get deleted, and this delete should be highlighted. So for that we are going to do a function thing. So here again we are going to, in the script we are going to include this angular.min.js, and in the span we are going to give a color that is red. So this is the CSS file. And then in the division again we are going to give the ng app, the app name and the controller name, that is my control, and we are going to give the input text, that is text, and enter a new element, and a button say add element. So in this ng click it should go to the add item. UL, we are going to give each of the things should be printed in a point wise in a ordered list. So ng.repeat, it is x.in items. If that thing is in items, then you have to print that element, ng.item. Then if it is delete, delete item, there is a function say delete item the index, so that index will be deleted. Okay, so we are given two functions. First, in this add function we have to give one some function. So in the script tag we will give where app equal to angular.module my app.controller my controller function of scope. So scope.items is equals to, you are going to give already existing items, A, B, B, C, C. So this is already existing, we are going to put these items. Then add item function scope.items dot push, so you are going to push the element into it. So scope.item, so the scope.item should be pushed into that thing. And then delete is when you push the press the delete in that position, it should slice. So we are going to use a function say sp slice, so it will slice that. Let's see the output of this. So I'll put dd. So if I give delete, that will get delete. Let's see the third question. So it is design a name matching filter using Angular filter the list of items that are matching with the input content. So it will filter the content inside this. So let's see the output. Let's see the program. So I've created another file. Here also I've given this, included the script. In the division I've given the in app and the controller, and the placeholder I've given the text, your state, and ng model equal to item. Here also I've given ling repeat x in names, then filter that item. If filter, so there's a function say filter, so that will filter the items when that will be printed here. So again in the script we are going to use a where app and getting angular.module my app and app.controller my controller in functions of scope. So scope.names, all the names, that is all the names will be printed. Okay, and in this thing it will filter. Let's see the output. Run file. So suppose if I give T, all the things with T will be, suppose A, all the things with A will be there. Suppose M, what and all is there in M will be displayed. So this is the end of experiment number 9.